My hey live Facebook, hey live Periscope. How are you guys doing? I was just saying, you guys, the struggle is real with trying to hold an iPhone and iPad. Hey Liz, like at the same time, and I got my computer going here because I want to make sure I cover everything I want to cover with you guys tonight. So bear with me. So let me just take a minute to introduce myself. Hey Charlene, I'm so excited about my Proverbs 31 day shirt. If you guys are a Proverbs 31 day woman and you want to get a bomb diggity Proverbs 31 day shirt, you need to holler at Charlene on Facebook. She has some amazing shirts, you guys. You guys, if you check out my live stream on Facebook, you can check her out. So anyway, let me take a minute to introduce myself. Yes, Drina, you can check her out on Facebook. Yes, she has some amazing shirts. You'll see her profile. She's my friend on Facebook. So listen, my name is Joe Bullock, and I'm extremely passionate about equipping folks in the kingdom to catch their whole entire life. Listen, everything from your mission to your mate, we are like, this is the season, this is the time that we're going to create the life that you love. I'm creating the life that I love, and I want you to attract and keep healthy, happy love that leads to a Christ-centered marriage. I believe that everything we do revolves around our relationships. So it's no coincidence. It's no coincidence at all that now that we're gearing up for 2017 and we're gearing up for things that, mapping out our plan, is all focused around our relationships. It's focused on our relationship with our Heavenly Father. It's focused on our relationships with ourselves. It's focused on a relationship with other people. And it's focused on your relationship with money. All day, every day. All day, every day. You guys, I spent the whole day writing all the details about this amazing workshop that's coming up on January 5th. I spent the whole day almost. Well, I did sneak out a little bit, and I did a little bit of at the holiday shopping, just a little bit. Trying to do something for my nephew today out in these streets. But listen. I spent the majority of the day writing out everything about this workshop, and you can go check it out. I'm telling you about it. I'm going to be talking about it tonight, but the workshop is $39, and you can go to tinyurl/goalachieve2017. I just changed the URL. Okay, so it's tinyurl.com/goalachiever 2017. I see Treal just came on. If somebody can type it on Periscope, I just changed it. I changed it because there's actually two. So, okay, there's two places, but I created an additional page that provided all the details, all the questions that you may have, because I know some of you guys, before we get off the scope, are going to say, listen, that's me, Joe. I'm going to sign up. I'm with you. So I want to make sure you have the URL. It's tinyurl.com/goalachiever 2017. Goalachiever 2017. Okay, so I got a couple of questions for you guys as we're starting out. Hey, Treal, I see you coming in the room. You guys, if you haven't already, I do want to encourage you to go ahead and share. Hey, Monica, so glad you came in the room. Hey, Lucretia, how are you? I have a couple of questions for you guys. How many of you have ever set a goal? You had all intentions. You like, listen, I'm about to lose 15 pounds. I'm about to save $2,400 this year. I'm going to save my $1,000 emergency fund. I'm going to, this is going to be the year that I'm going to meet my Mr. Right or whatever. Hey, I'm so glad you caught me live. Yay. Awesome. And you started off on the right journey. You was like, yeah, this is the year I'm going to start eating healthy. I'm going to start eating less food, less junk food. I'm getting my blood pressure under control, all of this. And then, the first week or two, you was good. And then like by February, thank you so much, Drina, for putting that up there. Hey, Tracy. Hey, listen, by February, you done fell off. Like, if that's you, say me. I know I've been guilty. Listen, one hand up, two hands up, stand up. I have definitely been guilty of that. I've been guilty of that. And you know what? As a result of me even being guilty of that, and I know that I'm thankful that I'm a very goal-oriented person. I'm a person that I stay in productivity. Sometimes too much. I have to pull myself out of doing so much, quite frankly. But I still found myself falling short sometimes. So last year, what I did was, and some of you guys was part of it, we had the Fabulous Life Challenge. And in that Fabulous Challenge, we started to look at not just saying, okay, I have this long range goal for 2017. I have this goal for the next 90 days. But we started to literally get intentional about every day. What activity do I need to be doing? What do I not need to be doing every day to stay on target? Do you think that would be helpful for you? I know that has changed my whole life. Like one hand up, two hands up, for real. And it also helps me to see what I am accomplishing, because sometimes, you know, you can be tempted to saying, I'm not doing as much as I need to be doing. And sometimes you underestimate what you're actually accomplishing and not even giving yourself the proper credit. Let me just, the truth be told. Can somebody say the truth be told? I'm going to tell y'all the truth, y'all. I just got to tell y'all the truth. Listen. Lucretia, thank you for inviting your followers. Listen, let me just tell you guys the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The truth be told is I made a lot of bad decisions. I made a lot of mistakes. Quite frankly, Kashonda, the truth be told is by the grace of God that he spared me in many situations, right? And in addition to that, while he was sparing me from some of the consequences, from some of the things that I really deserved because of his grace and his mercy, listen, in addition to that, there was a couple things I did do right. It was a couple. Can somebody type a couple or a few? Let me say a few, because it's more than two. I did a few things right. Can somebody say a few things? I did a few things right. And I want to share them with you because, see, there's this myth that you have to have perfection. Sometimes you guys may suffer from perfectionism, thinking everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be lined up. You know, you have to be without flaw. You have to be a size 4 before you find your man of God. And the guy's thinking he got to be 200 pounds, 6'3". He got to be a 6-figure earner. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, girl. Hey, so glad you decided to jump in. That's my spiritual scope sister. Listen, all of that is a bunch of Western myth. Is not true. You just got to do a few things right. And you guys in this type, if you haven't already, type a few things. Hey, Jermaine, how are you? Welcome. So glad you guys are coming in the room. So glad you are coming in the room. It's just a few things that you have to do right as you go into the new year. And before I even start to give you the first thing, because I'm just going to give you 3 points tonight. I'm going to give you 3 points, and we're going to go on each one. And just go from there. But before I do that, can you guys tell me why you didn't meet your goals last year? Does anybody really know? Hey, Maggie, another one of my spiritual sisters, my scope sisters. Hey, girl, hey. So glad you're joining in. Hey, Rolanda, love you. So glad to see you. So glad you guys are on. Listen, can anybody tell me what was one of the things that stopped them from achieving their goals? What was it? I'm going to also, as you're coming up with things, my bedtime alarm is going off. As you're coming up with things, thanks, Kwashonda, for sharing. I see you. Thanks, Treal, for sharing. Listen, as I think about sometimes when I didn't meet my goal in the past, and we talked about it in our blog. I don't know if any of you guys read it yet. But one of my biggest challenges for me, didn't commit long enough. Ooh, girl, that's it. Drina, that will do it. That will do it. Didn't give my full effort. That will do it. Not prioritizing. Absolutely. Let's go for prioritizing. I thank you, Jermaine, for writing that on there, because I want to talk about that. Because think about it. One thing, and this is not necessary, this is off script today. This is not something I was planning on talking about, but since you said it, the Holy Spirit dropped this to come up right now in this moment. I believe is a divine conversation and a point that I need to make. When it comes to the goals, one of the reasons why we do struggle, or people struggle to meet their goals, is because they're not focused. Think about it this way. Imagine having 10 football line across the football field at the 0-yard line. Okay, let me say it again. Imagine having 10 footballs lined up at the 0-yard line, and your goal is to try to get to the 100-meter yard line. Okay, you're trying to get to the 100-meter yard line. Okay, so imagine if you took one ball and went 10 yards, and then you go get the second ball and went to get another 10 yards. And you went to go get the third ball and went another 10 yards. And you went to get the fourth ball and went another 10 yards. And you get the fifth ball and get another 10 yards. You guys get the point. And imagine then you got to go back after you get all those balls, all 10 of those balls to the 10-yard line. You got to go back to ball number 1 and try to get that ball to now the 20-yard line. How much time is it going to take for you to get even one ball all the way to the 100-yard line? How long is it going to take for you to make a field goal? Can somebody tell me? If you got to go each time, the second round, you're trying to get it each one to the 20-yard line. And then you got to go back all through all 10. Then you got to go back to the start line and go back to ball number 1 and go now take that ball from the 20-yard line to the 30-yard line. Listen, 10 times longer. Can somebody say 10 times longer? It's going to take you 10 times longer. 10 times longer. And I know I have been guilty of this. I already told you guys, listen, I already told you, I don't have no problem with productivity. I can get some stuff done. But prioritization is important. And that's one of the things as we get into this, we're going to be hosting a virtual workshop on January 5th. And part of that workshop is we're going to give you assessment. We're going to give you assessment. Where are you? Where do you want to go? And in that workshop, we're going to have a visualization exercise. Hey, Pastor PG, we're going to have a visualization exercise because some of you guys don't really know exactly what your vision is going to be. So we want to help you to cast that vision and spend a little bit of time on that. And then as a result of that assessment and that vision casting, we're going to help you to prioritize. It's no more trying to meet 8 goals at one time. That is a waste of time. No longer are we going to line up 10 footballs on the field and talking about we trying to get a touchdown. No, we're going to take a ball at a time and we're going to run that ball to the 10-yard all the way down to the 100-yard line till you get to that goal. Until you, okay, Drina laughing. Yeah, listen, okay. I'm serious. Oh my God. I know I'm not the only one. So this year, that's some good stuff. We're definitely going to get focused, and this workshop is designed to help you get a system for getting focused. I tell you guys, I used to spend so much of my life up until 2010 winging it every area of my life, right? And I started to first get it right in terms of my relationships, and then everything else started to line up. And I'm just so grateful that now, I've lined up my things in terms of my spiritual walk. I gave my life back to Christ in 2004. Still was living kind of like a carnal Christian. I was still having a hard time. 2008, I was like, okay, it's time to fly, right? And then I gave my life to God. And then I started to get things in perspective about how to have a healthy relationship with a man. And it's just kind of been going ever since. And in 2016, God has taken us deeper into our business. We've been able to hire a virtual assistant. That was one of our goals. I'm sure she's probably watching. Hey, Sherlyn, how are you? If she's catching the replay, depending on what time she's watching this. But just so many things now God is evolving, even helping me to see how to have strategic plans and be very intentional and operate in excellence in every area of my life. And I want to share those things with you. All right, you guys. So listen. The first thing I want to share with you, the one thing that I did right, one of the things I did right. Y'all ready? If y'all ready, type ready. How do I do my daughter on their goals on education? Let me see if I can try to answer that for you. I'm going to tell you the 3 things I did right. Ready. One of the things I did right is I moved from a place of having an idea to having a written plan. Yeah. Because as a young girl, I always had an idea that I would one day